Hey everyone, this is Ray with the channel LovewaterHealing, and I'm here to do a reading for all of my Aries for the month of May. Welcome in, Aries. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment. It really helps this channel out. Let's see where we're at, Aries. Where are we at for the month of May for Aries? Okay. Looks like new beginnings are on the way, so you're changing some habits and looking at things from a different perspective. You're also embracing those around you, realizing that everyone has their own challenges, and it's a great time for you to work on your own spiritual growth, your own personal your own personal endeavors, right? Surround yourself with those that you love and share your passions with them. You're going to find a lot of comfort in maybe traditional things that you maybe let go of as part of your belief systems years ago, but now you're going to start incorporating some of those things back because you realize part of it was something that really brought you joy. And the crux of that, having, bringing your loved ones, having those people in your life to have the experience, a new beginning, right? It's a journey that you're going to be taking yourself on. We've got some planetary changes out there, which makes a lot of sense for you to sort of now be rooted in that fire energy that sort of gets you going and pushing you forward. And then you have the wind at your back. New opportunities present themselves, but you have to believe in yourself enough to know that you're worth the new opportunities. And then you're called upon to, this is interesting. So you're going to have the perfect words for this situation, but you're called upon to sort of be the Switzerland, right? You're in a situation where someone's asking you pick my side, and the other person's no, pick my side, and you're no, I'm neutral. I'll hear a conversation and we can do a mediation type deal, but I'm not here to pick sides. Where maybe before you might have picked sides because you might have thought okay, well, this is what makes the most sense for the situation. But now your belief systems are more deep rooted in for yourself, and you recognize that in that situation for yourself, it's the best idea for you is to not pick sides. Freedom. So liberate yourself from the manifestations of the past, from what is often called tradition. So I just mentioned to you something about tradition and about bringing back traditional beliefs, but listen to what this brings for you, the freedom of it. Throw away the cupboard doors to reveal the skeletons and release the crystallized views of your ancestors that have manifested as your genes. Your genes are threads of reality formed by the power of your ancestors' thoughts and feelings. Let us say, thank you, thank you to all those who have come before us for their creations and all they had lived. For in doing so, they gave you the options and brought you to where you are now. When you were born, you arrived at the vibration of all the generations before you wanted. So when you were born, you arrived at the vibration of all the generation before you wanted. You are the manifestation of the expanded previous generation. Each generation's job is to expand even more for the sheer beauty and joy of it. This is the natural flow of life. Somehow we allow ourselves to become living statues, reenacting the experiences of the past, becoming a victim to this. Your genes are a blueprint formed by the past to give you a place to start when you arrive. Your genes do not decide anything you do. Liberate yourself and become who you are. You are powerful. Couldn't be more true, Aries. You have all of this ability now to sort of let the universe take you and for the manifestations to come to fruition. And as long as you allow yourself that space to be able to do that, you should be feeling really good about what May brings for you. Yeah, there's always going to be speed bumps that are in the way, but you need to look at those areas of opportunity for growth as opposed to someone, going against you. There's something about you working hard for something. And I would say look at it from a vantage point of you're not working hard, but you're manifesting what you're looking for. And so you believe it takes hard work to get there. And really it's just about you like being able to see it from a different perspective and not being so pushed or pulled in any specific direction, right? So like maintaining that like sort of Switzerland balance where like I'm not going to choose sides. This is where I'm at. As a result, there's more learning, new opportunities that come your way in May. And it's going to give you a little bit of like an ambition to push forward in a direction that you weren't sure you wanted to go, but now you know that you definitely want to. Let's see what the fairies have to say. So the fairies bring up children. And so it says your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. So it's either with your children, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's someone you look at as your child, but your connection with them is going to bring you a deeper sense of who you are. That's really interesting, a deeper sense of who you are. I feel like I need to expand upon that. So it gives you like a deep sense of emotional fulfillment, right? So you're able to feel like you're more creative because you're thinking outside the box, because your perspective is more on that younger side of things. So maybe this is also talking about your inner child and working on your inner child, and letting go and releasing those like early belief systems that no longer serve you, that you've been holding on to. You've done a lot of work to release a lot of the things that you've been through in your life. But really it's about like getting back down to like the root of all of the things that were created in those first like 7 years. And then there's a bit of like strategy that comes into play. So again, I think this is like between you and other people, right? Where they're like saying to you, I need for you to choose a side, and you're not choosing a side and you're staying neutral and you're keeping your boundary. It's going to feel a little bit challenging. But when you understand how you feel about something, it's not about how everyone else feels. It's about how do I feel about it. And not choosing a side is going to be the best thing for you in the long run, Aries. You don't have to worry about it too much. You don't have to let it bother you. It's just part of what you're going through, and choosing a side is more important to other people. And you staying in neutral ground is what's going to keep your flame going and keep you and what you have ambitions towards doing in your life moving forward. Because they're going to halt you in some way if you choose a side. So choose yourself. Choose yourself, Aries. That's the best thing that you can do for yourself. And enjoy the ride. You're here. You have the opportunity, like if you're able to go and get out of the house and go for a walk, or if you're able to go and take a vacation, or if you're able to, take some moments on a beach, do those things for yourself, so you don't get too burned out. Because you're going to start feeling like you're burned out because the flame is on high right now and the wind is sort of like taking you in a direction. So it's not going to blow out your fire by any means, but the wind will maybe take you in a direction that you manifest that you don't want to create for yourself. So stay on your path. Love yourself enough to know that you are important. Yep. And that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. As always, love your water and love yourself. And I will see you on the next video. Love you.